Kamba komedia boys meso abo anogara akafurika nzeve dzavo dzinogara dzakavhurika zvese connected musharukwa kamba kwevanogaya mari meso abo anogara akafurika nzeve dzavo dzinogara dzakavhurika zvese connected musharukwa kamba kwevanogaya mari ndakubvunza mamuona here kamba kwevachitaura
It's 27 February 2025, and today I'm so excited to be giving you this update. And as you can see, mve kana usingarowe mve unotengwa nema salad. So this is your time to get your cup. And I always tell the guys, cup ya Mdara, pisa. So don't drink directly from cup ya Mdara without allowing your stuff to cool down. So the guys who are in Joburg, I still have about 10 cups that are not claimed. If you paid between the 1st and the 7th of February, come and get cup ya Mdara. You go to cup with Joburg over there. So let's get started. And today I'm very sorry, my network is not very strong. So we're gonna be very, very quick. So let's start with what is happening. And the man of the moment is Blessed Geza. So Blessed Geza is the man of the moment. He is extremely popular among Zimbabweans, and the Zimbabweans are waiting for him to give the signal. The signal is going to come, and the date is not known. So he's going to come out and say, today is the day. He said it before he left, that he's going to give a signal. And that signal is going to be given at 8:30 at night. So that is what he said. But two things happened yesterday regarding Blessed Geza. The first thing is that Blessed Geza was supposed to appear in court, and he did not appear in court. So as expected, well, I expected him not to appear in court. I don't know about you, but I don't think he would go to court. So he didn't go to court, and therefore his court case was withdrawn. So there is a court case involving Blessed Geza, which was taking place yesterday, and that court case was withdrawn. So there is no more court case between Blessed Geza and the former CEO of Arda, in which Blessed Geza lost $1.3 million in a land deal. So Geza paid $1.3 million, and the former CEO of Arda stole that money and went away with it. So that is Basil Nyabadza. Basil Nyabadza sold Geza a land which did not have title deeds, and then he also sold the same land to someone else. And this is the court case that was supposed to take place yesterday. The court case was withdrawn because Geza did not appear in court as expected. You don't want Geza right now to be appearing in court because Anobatwa se ishwa. Akashika, Anobatwa se ishwa. So he's not there. He's not going to appear in public anytime soon. Then let's go to the second story that happened with Blessed Geza. So Mnangagwa has made an appeal to meet the war veterans, including Blessed Geza, and this appeal was made through Douglas Mahia. Mahia is currently representing Mnangagwa and is supporting Mnangagwa, and the proposed date of the meeting is 3 weeks from now. So that means if you look at today is the 27th, Mnangagwa wants to meet with the war veterans around the 21st. So between the 14th and the 21st of March. And the reason why Mnangagwa wants this meeting is to preempt the protest which is set for the 31st of March. And I see this as a negotiating tactic and a delaying tactic. So what Mnangagwa wants the war veterans to think is that there is a meeting coming, and that meeting is going to come around the 21st or around the 14th, somewhere there. and then they will stop the plans that they have. All the war veterans are against Mnangagwa. They want Mnangagwa to go, and Mnangagwa is desperately trying to cling to power. So Mnangagwa wants to stay in office desperately, and unfortunately, this is not going to happen. The war veterans are clear. They want Mnangagwa to go. They want him to go now, and the time of Mnangagwa is up. Mnangagwa is gone. So Mnangagwa is gone. However, he's planning this meeting with the war veterans, and he wants to meet people like Blessed Geza, people like Ethan Mativela from Mulawayo. He wants to have a secret meeting with them, during which he's going to try to convince him that he is the right person to go to 2030. Last week, a meeting was already held between the war veterans and Mahia, but what came out of that meeting was shocking to Mnangagwa. And the majority of the war veterans want Mnangagwa to go. They told Mahia that Mnangagwa must go, is leading the country in the wrong direction. The biggest concern among the war veterans is corruption. Mnangagwa is hanging out with the worst and most corrupt people in Zimbabwe, and war veterans are firmly in support of Geza. The majority of war veterans, they want Mnangagwa to go, they want a change, they want a new leader, they want Chiwenga to become the president. So if Mnangagwa was to meet with the war veterans, the outcome would just be the same, which is to say, step down and let Chiwenga take over. Chiwenga now the most popular person in Zimbabwe. Politically, Chiwenga has become so popular that he is now more popular than opposition figures. That is crazy and unbelievable. Chiwenga is almost certainly going to become the next president of Zimbabwe by the 18th of April. So that is the target date which I've given you guys, that by the 18th of April, Chiwenga will be president. Imagine having Chiwenga as the president so quickly. So Mnangagwa is trying to preempt that situation by calling for a meeting with the Geza and the other war veterans that are opposed to his current rule, who have told him to step down. So the war veterans have been clear. They've said Mnangagwa must step down, and he must step down now. If you don't remember, this is what happened.
It is clear to us that Mnangagwa is failed. He is not fit to run this country, and his time to go is now. We ask him to go peacefully. If he refuses to take heed of this advice, we have no option but to ask the people of Zimbabwe to deal with a rogue president in line with the constitution.
Right, so it's very clear. Geza is not withdrawn, that statement. Mnangagwa must go now, and he must go peacefully. If he doesn't go peacefully, he's going to be removed. That is exactly what is going to happen. And we're just about to see the drama. This is going to be a big drama. And Mnangagwa is playing tricks. Once again, he wants to take the war veterans and divide them. But there's no division among the war veterans. And I see this happening very, very soon. However, Zimbabweans are impatiently waiting for the signal. Every Zimbabwean wants a signal to take out Mnangagwa. Right, now let's go to other things. The army. So Mnangagwa has been reshuffling soldiers. So that is command. I showed you Inkomo barracks a few days ago. So Nikisi took over from Kadumba. I hope I got the order correct. Or was it Kadumba taking over from Nikisi? I can't remember. But I think it's Nikisi who took over here from Kadumba. Right. I think very interesting to see the insignia on these guys' pockets. So you see, Kuti, these guys have got an interesting thing on their pockets there. That is Nikisi and Kadumba at Inkomo barracks. Then I think yesterday in 2nd Brigade, there was also a move there. That is Mashave and Ndlovu were reshuffled. So there is another move. They are changing command. But this level is just a waste of time what Mnangagwa is doing. All these changes that he's making, they don't make sense. Politically, the power is with the higher level, the generals. And I'm talking here of level of Chiwenga and the guys around Chiwenga. They are clear that Mnangagwa needs to go. and Chiwenga needs to take over. So it's not doubt that the generals want Mnangagwa to go. However, I have a feeling that the generals are moving slowly and they'll be taken out. Look at how Mnangagwa looks. I saw Mnangagwa talking yesterday. It looks like this man, and I just want to show you so that I don't talk. Let me show you.
Let me start by thanking the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, Dr. Mnangagwa, for promoting the group captain to Air Commodore rank on retirement. Let me say.
So you can see that Mnangagwa is looking inflamed. If these generals are not careful, vanobatwa seishwa, vanodirwa bucket, poison, nevanhu vaMnangagwa. Vanhu vaMnangagwa, they are masters of poisoning. Even if they pass near you, you'll be poisoned. So be careful, my general. Munobatwa seishwa. And by the time you got 2030, tetatorora funerals to 10 kana 11, vakaramba vachinonoka, vachigama nonoko, vanobatwa seishwa, my generals. And this is not even funny because it's been happening. So generals have been taken out. And when I looked at Mnangagwa, I could see this is a danger. Mnangagwa, they could have done anything to these generals. And it's crazy. Now, let me go to one more story. And let me go to African Union. President Hakainde Hichilema attended African Union with President Duma Boko. You can go to President Duma Boko's Facebook. You'll be able to see the speech there that was given by President Duma Boko. President Duma Boko doing very, very well. And the people of Botswana are very happy with the announcement that is made, especially on social welfare. He has met all his promises of the election. And President Hakainde Hichilema also gave a speech there at the African Union with President Duma Boko being appointed ALMA chairperson. So he's been appointed the ALMA chairperson. And then in Bindura, there is a crazy situation where fish have died in the dam, in the water supply dam. People woke up in the morning to find hundreds of fish dead, some of them struggling on the banks of the river where people are drinking that water. EMA has been dispatched. That is the Environmental Management Agency. So if you stay in Bindura, don't drink the water. It has cyanide. So EMA has gone over and tested and found cyanide not only in the water, but in the boreholes. So if you have a borehole in Bindura, don't drink water. And if you've got, so the only water you can drink right now is the water in a plastic bottle. Otherwise you die. Don't wash your plates with it. There is a dam called Pote, sorry, a river called Pote River and the Muruwane River. This is the river. And these are poisoned by a gold mine called the Run Mine. So fish was just found on the banks of the river, struggling, and hundreds of dead fish. Mining is a disaster in Zimbabwe. They are not using proper mining practices, and almost all the rivers are polluted. Don't drink that water. You are going to see the number of deaths that are going to take place in the near future. When I tell you this, take it very seriously. Anyone living in Harare and surrounding areas, Bulawayo in surrounding areas, Bubi in surrounding areas, Wange, all those areas, there is a lot of gold mining taking place. And when they mine, they put the cyanide on the water. When it rains, the cyanide just flows into the dams. So almost all the cities now, they need to check the water. This is crazy. And guys, don't drink water which is not from a bottle. So I don't know how I can emphasize this. You will die. Don't buy food from a place that you don't know. So when you cook, you have to use that water from the bottle. I don't know how you're going to do it, but that is how you need to do it, because Munofira Mahara. Mnangagwa Arkuraya vanhu necyanide. Mnangagwa arkuraya vanhu nenzara. All this gold mining, it's Mnangagwa and his kids. They're the ones doing this mining, and they're doing it to kill you, so that by the time the demonstration comes, they're all dead. Vanopenga vanhu ivava. Ana Mnangagwa, they're gold mining. Who's the run mine? Auxilia was over there. Who else was there? It was that mine had been shut down before it was opened. And in December 2020, Mnangagwa was over there when people died, and they were trapped at that mine. So you can immediately see who is part of that run mine. Yesterday we were talking about Kitsia Tota mine. Obvious, you know who is over there. These people are crazy. They are like a demon. Mnangagwa, demoni region. They have got a demon of, I don't know, destroying everything they touch. Right, Mkoba Chao says, so the bottle is getting the water from where? Yeah, you get your water from a stream. So if you come to Cape Town, there's a mountain where you can take any amount of bottles and you just put your bottle there, or your jug, or your whatever. The water is flowing from the bottom of the mountain and it just goes and goes. So in reality, you should be getting your water from a source like that. In Zimbabwe, there are many water sources like that, where you can get water and then you just filter it. It's called spring water. That is what you need. Guys, don't play with this thing. Especially a crash. There must be no crash with no filtration system, or the water in the country is contaminated with cyanide. So consider any water that you see to be contaminated with cyanide. Don't buy food from people whose water source you don't know. You are drinking this cyanide, and it's dangerous. I need to Mkoma. Murukutongwa nema salad. You must know the time to ask me Mkoma. It's this number here. Mve wakasimba unopisa semoto. Right, let's go to see if there's anything in the newspapers. Let's look at H Metro, my favorite newspaper. These guys are good, I like them. Now let's see what is happening at H Metro. Prophet Edson Chirimani over here has impregnated the wife of Mkoma Nigel Fraijo. So that is in the H Metro newspaper. The prophet impregnated the wife of Mkoma Nigel Fraijo, and Mkoma Nigel is threatening every day. He's threatening the prophet, wanting payment for the money that he used to take his wife to hospital when she had a miscarriage. So go check out that story. In Zungu, ukaona uchitera mukadzi akatiza une dzungu une dzungu hawasi kudya bhe, ukaona mukadzi atiza zvakaumwe, and I don't know why vanhu vachiita so. So go and check it out inside the H Metro newspaper, one of my favorite newspapers. I like the way that these guys do their thing. And guys, I'm sorry that I didn't give you the Peter Njovu video. Peter Njovu is amazing. He is looking like a 24-year-old Peter Njovu. So I'll show you that picture, that video today, and he's got a new girlfriend. And she must be very, very happy. Now let's go and look at the Herald newspaper. What is in the Herald newspaper of today? The Herald newspaper is one of the most useful newspapers if you're looking for work. If you are still looking for work, let's see what Mnangagwa is doing. Mnangagwa akupeka man. Mnangagwa akapeka jira remasai hero. That is the cloth for warriors. Mnangagwa. And arukufamba na Kenyan ambassador to Zimbabwe, Mrs. Stella Munye. Kenya is doing so well. I don't know if you guys know. If you go to Kenya, everything works. The internet at Kenya is free. Like you go to any place, there's free internet. And you just say, can I have your password? And they'll give you. Like in Zimbabwe, internet is only for people that have got a degree. That's crazy. Mnangagwa arkuraya vanhu nenzara. And then Mnangagwa also met with Ambassador Dewa Janitra Sastrawan of Indonesia. That is yesterday. And Auxilia is still in Australia. She's trying to wait and see what happens. This side, she met the governor of Sydney in Australia. So she went over there, Australia Mnangagwa. She's watching me right now. The guy Zungu, one Mnangagwa. Let's see what else is happening. Mona is now a registered lawyer, and there is a fake story about Geza in the Herald newspaper over there, but it's fake. As I said to you, Geza and Mnangagwa wants to meet Geza. He's asked for that meeting in 2 weeks to 3 weeks, but he's trying to buy time. However, what is coming is unstoppable. Mnangagwa is gone. Mnangagwa is out of office. Mnangagwa has lost influence. No one takes Mnangagwa seriously. And by 18 April, you're going to have Mnangagwa, Chiwenga as your president and Mnangagwa out of office. Right, let me now look at some results. And then we'll go to ZImbabwe. ZImbabwe, I worked there. That was one of my first jobs in Harare. So, you know, what they've done makes me laugh. Because Chasara Mutivani did it. It's okay. So now let's go to Simbisa Brands. So Simbisa Brands has had an increase in revenue to 157 million, operating profit 25 million, and cash generated of 39%, with operating profit being 36%. Increase of 36%. These guys are doing very, very well. And the Victoria Falls Stock Exchange is doing very, very well. The only thing about these guys is that they are now a monopoly. So all the food that you eat in Zimbabwe is now coming from these guys. And the matter of the water source becomes very important. When someone cooks with water that has got cyanide or water that has got sewage, what are you eating? So guys, be very, very careful. There is a need to deal with this situation very quickly. You cannot have this cyanide thing happening everywhere. Bindura, Harare, between Chivero and Bindura, there is no clean water. Everyone is just mining. And that EMA is very corrupt because they allow Mnangagwa's people to mine everywhere. And that is what is causing this. This is literally water that you step on. They've said, don't step on the water. I'm not talking about drinking. If you even touch the water in Bindura, you are going to have cyanide. The spillage was at Run Mine. The water went into the cyanide went into the water, and then it seeped into the ground. And the whole area is contaminated, including water that you're seeing here. That is on the street. When Emma went there yesterday, that water that you're looking at there, it's called cyanide. So imagine the number of deaths that are going to happen because of this situation. And it's all because of this uncontrolled mining that is taking place at the surface. Now let's go to ZImbabwe. ZImbabwe has brought back their former CEO, Mdara Willard Zireva. And Mdara Willard Zireva had retired after spending almost 14 years. He retired in 2017. So you can see the problem with ZImbabwe is not their own fault. Let me tell you what's happening with ZImbabwe. They sell in bonds, ZIG, 100%. So only 20% of OK's money customers buy in dollars, and the rest is ZIG. Their suppliers want to be paid in dollars, but the exchange rate is fake. The exchange rate is Reserve Bank, which results in them being unable to restock. So ZIG is the one that is causing ZImbabwe to crash, not Zireva. Even if you bring back Zireva, then nothing is going to happen until you remove Mnangagwa. And ZImbabwe is a very powerful company. It's a very strong company. I worked in the head office there. I know that place very well, 7 Ramon Road. That business was solid. Furniture, groceries, hardware, electricals, they have everything. The supply chain is good. They even have finance. You can apply for finance, they've got to bank those guys. There is no way, okay, Zimbabwe can fail to make money, except if the environment is wrong. So bringing Zireva, I don't think that is the right approach. You need new people, you need new blood. Zireva 2017. You need a new person that is going to bring technology, online buying, and delivery. If you go to South Africa, there's no supermarket right now, which is relying on sales in the shop. They all rely on delivery. So if you go to Checkers, I think they've got Checkers 360, Woolworths, they've got the Woolies. The retail model is dead. Where someone moves to you, that model is dead. There is now something called Woolies in the dark or Woolies 24, whatever, where for 24 hours, someone can deliver groceries to your house in South Africa. So these are the things you need, and not to shift around managers. So shifting around managers and CEOs is not the way to go. But this is what these guys are doing. They're shifting around, going back to the past. It's like when Mnangagwa is reshuffling his cabinet, he moves Upam Chinguri and puts Goche, and then he takes Goche and puts Mahia. These guys are crazy. And then puts Mdara Huyu, Kebo Mohadi. Kebo Mohadi comes to a meeting and then goes back straight to hospital after the meeting to go on oxygen. That is crazy. Idzungu, Iroro, okay, Zimbabwe, do something better. And then Blessed Mhlanga is appearing in court today. We expect him to be granted bail. If he doesn't get granted bail, we're going to be calling for a protest. So if Blessed Mhlanga doesn't get bail today, we need to call for a protest, and that protest will be this week. It's a timid signal. In India, a protest. Like right now, I can do a protest. Tinabasa na Mnangagwa. But so I think let's recap. We said Mnangagwa is asking for a meeting with the war veterans, including Blessed Geza, in between 2 weeks and 3 weeks. You can also go and see that story in the Newsday newspaper. And Mahia has made that announcement this week that war veterans will be allowed to air their grievances against Mnangagwa. But I don't think Blessed Geza is going to appear, because yesterday he was supposed to go in court and did not appear. So that is crazy, but that is the situation right now. The last days of Mnangagwa is gone. Now, let me give you some announcements. Let's look at Mve. Guys, if you have bought Mve from us, from our suppliers, and you have not received your supply during the special, let me know. Because we had so many people buying, some things didn't get supplied. Please let me know. If you've made a payment and have not collected it, please be nice enough to let me know, because I'm very busy. So sometimes I don't collect the money. So let me know so that our supplier doesn't get shortchanged. So if you send money and I didn't pick it up, just check that I've picked up the money and I've given it to the suppliers. Otherwise, nobody is Maria my supplier. So please just let me know if you send money and I didn't pick it up. And then I'll be getting calls from guys in Zimbabwe saying, Kuti, guys over 60, they need to repay, but they don't have money. I'm gonna do a giveaway for old people sometime next month. I'll talk to the supplier to make a sample packet for the guys in Harare who are over 60. So that if I say Tongwe, never say like, one more to my dad and my 60, you under my baby and my 20. Who's there any baby in 20? I already going and only 60. Shaka finally name proper fraction. Apana chombuda, unokwara, ne baby in 20. Saka madara yedu. I'll go chairman with the please Zimbabwe help us. I'm going to help you, Madara. So within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do a special for our old guys. We're going to repackage for you a simple packet. And Madara. Then let's go to another thing, Victoria Falls and Harare projects. Given the current situation, which is there, I would like to sort of pause these projects. I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't have confidence that the situation is going to end without a fight. So I'm going to pause this project. Vic Falls, I'm going to pause. Harare, I'm going to pause. Between now and after Independence Day, after 18 April, we're going to stop everything until 18 April, because I don't want to take anyone's money and then something happens and then you end up complaining. Because kucha peace up Zimbabwe is going to be hot very, very soon. Mdara uyu abudi zvokumhanya. Mdara uyu wamakatarisa Mnangagwa abudi zvokumhanya, anoda kumhanyiswa ndokuti Mnangagwa abude. Saka kumhanyisa kwaMnangagwa kuchakonzera zvakawanda. And for now, we're going to pause our projects until after Independence Day. After Mnangagwa amhanyiswa, then totanga zvakare. For now, we're going to stop everything. And if you've got money that you've given us and you want it back, WhatsApp me here. We'll send you back your money. If you are not confident that this thing is going to work, we'll send you money. There's no money that has been used. We use a separate bank account and all that money is there. So if you don't want to wait, just WhatsApp me and we'll send you back your money. Right. I think we've covered everything here. And I'm so happy that we are doing very, very well. I'll be back here in the evening. We are going to be doing these lives every day until the end of Mnangagwa, which is around the end of April. So I would like to be here. I'm president, and you know that you always get the reliable news from us. So today we're focusing on Blessed Mhlanga, and let's see what happens. As I said, if he doesn't get out, a protest is going to happen, and it's going to happen on the ground. Right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good day to you all.